This is part 2 of the antique and vintage flea market at Shitenonoji Temple in Osaka, Japan. There's a lot to see in this flea market, so I split the video into 3 parts. This is part 2. This shop is a serious antique pottery and ceramic shop. Pot store sake. It's looking very antique. How come this is only 8,000 yen or 53 US dollars? It's a high-end Satsuma ware pot made to export to Europe in the 1800s. Why is this antique treasure boat only 5,500 yen? Look at the design. So detailed. It doesn't look like a Japanese antique. A brass jug from China of Qin dynasty. That large plate is also a real antique. Arita ware from the 1700s or 1800s. All hand-drawn pictures. 22,000 yen or 150 US dollar is a steal. Beautiful famous Yora waterfall from a Chinese legend. 560 yen. In Tokyo antique flea markets, it can be 3,000 yen. Insane. Probably the largest teapot in Japan. Why 8,000 yen? Flowing river in the vase. Imari ware is one of the most renowned ceramic products in Japan or even in the world. It can be 200 or 300 years old. Plate to export to North America or Europe before the Second World War. Japanese people wouldn't like this kind of flashy colors. This vendor has random items. I might find a vintage treasure though. Rika-chan is a Japanese Barbie doll. Like I said in part 1 of the video, about 500 vendors open their shops, making it the largest antique flea market in Osaka. This brings me a lot of memories. Before smartphones spread in 2010, this was a common gadget. The electric dictionary has as much information as one bookshelf. It still works. Maybe the very first Panasonic portable radio from the 70s. This can be over 200 years old. Yatate is a portable brush case with an ink container from the Edo samurai period. This is a strap to the kimono belt. Kimono had no pockets. Tambourine wheel is a sacred symbol of Buddha's teachings. You spin it and then you get smarter. You can find this wheel in the national flag of India. Kimono shop. The large majority of the customers visiting kimono shops at the Japanese flea markets are foreign travelers. 80% or 90% I think. Kimono belts. Only 200 yen or less than 2 US dollars. Summer jacket. Only 700 yen. $500 yen. cheaper than a Big Mac. This one is more expensive because of the shibori fabric. Antique flea markets in Kyoto have a lot more items. Let me check random items. Fancy China is a popular vintage ceramics from Japan. Only 100 yen a piece. The teacup set is around 5,000 yen on eBay. Kutani Ware sake bottle. Kutani is a famous pottery town near Kanazawa. This teapot doesn't look very practical. Good for decoration. Japanese Imperial Army helmet from the Second World War. 5,000 yen. I don't know about this German item. Maybe a flower vase? Arita Ware is a renowned ceramic in Japan. It doesn't look antique though. Sake cup. Where do you think this pot is from? China or Vietnam? It's from Russia, I think. Gazelle is a famous pottery town near Moscow. Old style Imari Ware. Ware inspired sake bottle. Probably not from Bizen Pottery Town. $200-year-old book. I have no idea what it says. Case for eagle chess pieces. It's a nice wooden material. Rare fashion items. Geisha hairpin. 70 years ago, tens of thousands of geisha in Japan. Today, there are only hundreds of them. The design is so detailed. Oribe Ware from Mino was set up pottery town. Kutani Ware. Imari Ware. Nice design. 4,000 yen is not expensive at all. This comb is made of turtle shell, very expensive material. There are a lot of foreign travelers in this flea market. This antique and vintage flea market is held on the 21st and 22nd of the month. More people come on the first day, and the place is more festive. Just remember this. Most shops in Japanese flea markets begin closing at 1:30 p.m. Make sure you'll be there before at least noon. A pair of socks, 110 yen or 80 US cents. All 10 fingers are nicely covered to prevent athlete foot. The regular price is between 380 and 980 yen, which I don't believe at all. Halloween is 10 days away. Trick or treat. Popular souvenir among foreign tourists. Nice pictures. This one is sumo. Shitennoji Temple is one of the famous tourist attractions in Osaka. Whether there's a flea market or not, it's a good place to visit and experience Japanese culture. Maybe I can use this Yatate portable brush case for something else. Why? New Year's greeting card of 1961. There are names on it. I finally found the treasure. Registered mail with cash. No money is inside. Only 41,000 yen, but it was 1966. Cookie Monster in a rice ball. Go Hiromi was the number one young idol in the 70s. She was a typical singing idol in the 80s. Jim Photoglow. Everyone was a rock singer in the 80s. Culture Club from the UK. The album came out in 1983. French. I don't know. The painting is not great. It was printed. Baseball glove. No, this is for Little League. Controller from the 80s. Futaba is the #1 radio controller maker in Japan. Anpanman is everywhere in Japan. Ultraman Leo is the 5th Ultimate superhero in 1974. The 3rd Ultraman. This is rare. I don't see Tobe Ware in flea markets in Osaka. Tobe is one of the few pottery towns in Shikoku Island. It feels really down to earth. This is a real beer mug from Germany. Many beer mugs in flea markets are made in Japan. A common old Imari Ware design. Doraemon. Violet orange was popular in the 70s. Rare vintage items. MiG-25 rice ball for kids. Russia was the Soviet Union in the 70s and 80s. A 100-year-old Kutani Ware. A 150-year-old Kutani. Kirin Brewery. This is Sapporo, 30-year-old vintage. Traditional fabric to make crafts. Handmade embroidery, probably from India. This shop feels like South Asia. Handmade apron from India. African stuff. There are also Japanese non-theater masks. Indonesia. Tengu demon is known for its long nose. Pikachu from Pokemon. This is probably now for the Japanese market. Japanese Mickey Mouse has a different face. Peiko-chan is a popular character in Japan. She's not from manga or anime TV. She's the mascot of a cake shop chain. This is a super rare thing. Ultraman in Kutani Ware. 3,300 yen. I think I should buy this. Tombotama is a strap or it can be used for geisha hairpin. People buy them because of their delicate designs. Japanese hanging scrolls. This is only 1,000 yen or 7 US dollars. It can be a good souvenir from Japan. Anything is 500 yen. This is a vintage toy. 60 or 70-year-old. Mini Hagoite rocket with a kabuki actor. Tamperware is a rare item in flea markets. Potter's name and the kiln's seal. This is pottery, not ceramics, because the clay doesn't contain glass stones. These clocks behind the transparent glaze are amazing. Digital alarm clock, which is an epic technology in the 70s. Sarumawashi monkey performance. He's still 2 years old. Monkey performance is a common attraction in traditional events. I think he's improving day by day.
どうですか天空のバランス芸。
Monkey and its trainer travel across the country.
完璧です。ありがとうございます。決めポーズ。ラスト頑張れ。まだそうだいいね。こっから頑張れ頑張ります。頑張れ。
Don't forget to give tips after the show.
頑張りました。私小林さんの拍手で褒めてあげてください。
This is the end of part 2 of the video. The tour will continue to part 3 in the next video, so don't forget to check it out.